not be yelling now. Gang, gang. Hey, you came in. Joy, how you doing, Mr. Pendergrass? How's it going? Let me fix my hair a little bit. It's a little bit messy. It's a little bit messy. Brent, how you doing, darling? Big King, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing today? How you doing, honey bunnies? How you doing, Brent? Did you get you some rest, sir? Did you get you some rest? Jeff, good morning to you. How was work? How's everybody doing? Robert, how are you feeling today? I prayed for you. Are you feeling better? I hope that you are. Fer, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning, Fernando. ¿Cómo estás, Fernando? ¿Cómo te sientes, Fernando? How you doing? Thank you for liking the live. You feeling a little bit? You got some good rest, Brent? That's good. That makes me happy. Reginald, welcome in. What you laughing at, Fer? What you laughing at, Fer? I'm glad you're feeling better. I hope everybody is feeling good this morning. You got a good start to your day. Brent got some rest. I'm happy about that. Fernando. Fernando. I had a friend in high school named Fernando. He was real quiet. I would poke at him a lot. I'm like, what's wrong, Fernando? You want to talk? You want to talk to me, Fernando? Delta, how's it going? Welcome in. Greg, how's it going? Good morning, everybody. Roadman, how you doing? How's everybody feeling today? Happy Monday. You know, Mondays don't have to be a drag. They can be happy too. They can be fun. Delta, welcome in. What's new? What's been happening on the news? I didn't read the news today. What's going on? I see you, Reginald. I see you. BMX Bandit, thank you for the rose. I got some new gifts in my gift gallery. Thank you for the rose, Jay Savage. I hope you have a wonderful day. BMX, thank you for that follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am dual streaming today. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube. How you doing, 13? How's it going? I'm trying to shake up my mud water. Cool front. It's pretty chilly. I should have brought my heating blanket out here with me. My portable heating blanket. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking about it. What's going on with my hair this morning? You do watching? Yay! Thank you so much. You're such a blessing to me, 13. You are such a blessing to me. How's everybody doing? I hope you got some good sleep. My eye? What do you mean my eye? What does that mean, eye? Assalamu alaikum. How you doing? Thank you, child. Thank you, BMX Bandit, B King. How's everybody feeling today? Don't forget to tap the screen for Tabby. It helps me out. Tap the screen for Ruby Tulip. The Jerry, welcome in. How's everybody doing today? I got Marnie out here with me. She tried to run off this morning, but I told her to come back. Shiva, 28. How are you? Good morning. That's why you need me to let you know. Yeah, it's pretty chilly. I mean, I think it's gonna be in the 70s today, but it's kind of cold. You know, cold for me. I get cold easy. Me and Yaya, we get cold easy. You a new fan? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Moose Code, welcome in. How's it going? We didn't get thunderstorms, Matthew. We didn't get rain yesterday. And it kind of looked like it was going to rain this morning, but the clouds kind of passed. You know, they moved along. Excuse me. But we got rain Saturday. We got rain. How you doing, QT? Welcome in. Buddy M, good morning, good afternoon. John, welcome in. I'm dual streaming, guys, so I'm on TikTok and I'm on too. No, I don't have a cold. It's just allergies, a little bit of allergies. Galactic Stepper, thank you. Yeah, Matthew said allergies are definitely up. Thank you, Kev. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. You're so nice. Marnie! Marnie! She go walking off again. Marnie! Marnie! She's so hard-headed. Anybody want a little dog? James, welcome in. Marnie! Thank you, Brand, for the leafy hopper. That's a new gift in the gift gallery. And there you go. Sorry, guys. Tommy, welcome in. Kenneth, how's it going? Bitu, welcome in. Danis. Let's see. I don't know what was going on. Is it back now? I don't know why it keeps doing that. W. Harris, welcome in. I think it's back now. I don't know why it does that. W. Harris, I appreciate you. I have not, Luca. Lucas, I have not, Lucas. How's everybody doing today? How's it going? Thank you, Hardy Chris. The place, welcome in. Wendy, how's it going? I looked at some storage sheds at Home Depot, but I haven't decided yet. Footballer, how's it going? Thank you for the compliment. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to like the live when you come in. Is it 420 really? Yes, it is. Snacky Passion. DJ Soundwave, how have you been? DJ, I've been meaning to, I was going to message you to check on you. I haven't seen you in a while. I wanted to make sure you're doing okay. Michael, welcome in. How's it going? It is 420. I don't participate in those activities, but those of you that do, I hope you enjoy it today. B King, thank you for liking the live. MMM, welcome in. Tabby Land. Tabby Land. You been making extra money? That's good. That is really, really good. Veronica, welcome in. Good morning to you. Yeah, go ahead and enjoy it for me, Snacky Passion. Snacky Passion. You gonna marry me, Mastermind? Are you sure about that? Are you sure? Everything is good with me. Everything is good with me. How you been, Mastermind? I haven't seen you in a good bit. Where you been hiding? BJ, how's it going? Brent, thank you for liking the live. You been fine? That's good. What you been up to? How's life been treating you? This is Ice. I do have documents. I was born here, actually. Thank you very much. I was born here. It's been treating you good? That's wonderful. You tired? Oh, make sure you take care of yourself, DJ. You know you're working hard, but make sure you also taking care of yourself. We have been missing you on Poetry Night and karaoke. And JKC, the bandit, welcome in. Mr. Friend, good morning to you. Stink Detective, let me see your documentation. Big Back, you and your mom need to lose weight? You said we both need to lose weight. Who, you and your mama? I'm doing good, Mr. Friend. How's it going? That was my one for the day. I'm allowing myself one kind of sassy comment. Mr. Friend, I am doing good. Thank you for asking. Conductor of the infinite harmonic, my presence is a fractal of divine order, radiating light through the golden ratio, the heart to harmonize collective field. I really like that. I really, really like that, Ryan. Join my chat. You can come in, hang out with us. You laughing, Raga? How you doing, Mr.? It is daytime. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, DJ. I pray for you. I just hope that you take care of yourself, you know? I understand making money. JKC the Bandit, thank you for the heart me and for the follow. I am dual streaming, guys. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube. What am I up to today? I gotta do some laundry, finish up some laundry. I didn't do it all yesterday. Um, work on my garden. I might transplant some little baby plants. And I don't know. It's nighttime there in Australia. Did you have a good day, Tim's? Vaughn, how's it going? Roadman, welcome in. It makes me happy you guys come in and y'all greet each other and you're nice to each other. I like it. I like it. English courses? Do I have English courses? No. I'm not in school. I'm way past school. I mean, I still like to learn, but I haven't been in school in a long time. Marnie, sit down. Sit. Do not go off anywhere. Come here. Sit, Marnie. Sit. Come over here in the sun so you can stay warm. Come here. Hard-headed little thing. Polly, how are you? Welcome back. Is it Zuhar? Is it hair shake? How's it going? I know I didn't say it right. Zuhar. What do you do if your body shamed? Don't listen to them. You don't gotta listen to it. How do you feel when you look in the mirror at yourself? Roman, I see you. If you're being body shamed, don't listen to them. How do you feel? It's not about how other people see you. It's how do you see yourself? When you look in the mirror, are you happy? Are you pleased with what you see? Does my dog know what I say? She knows some key words. She knows sit. She knows outside. She knows treat. She knows no. And what she doesn't know, she's constantly reading my facial expressions and listen, paying attention to the tone of my voice. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It can be. I'm a firm believer in we create our own realities. It's not always sunshine. You are right about that, but it can be a good majority of the time. Still deep in the forest? Yes, I am. You know, it's not all. There is some very harsh truth about this life, but it is sunshine and rainbows in Tabbyland. Life is good and hard. You're right, Veronica. But I believe it's what you choose to focus on. If you focus on the hard part, well, it's going to be very hard. If you choose to focus on the beauty of life, that's the unfortunate thing, right? There's evil in this world, there's greed. I try to focus on the good. What's the point of living if you're going to focus on the negative? That's not life. What do I think about abortion? Oh, that's such a heavy topic. Kawani, how are you? Am I lonely living in the woods? Absolutely not. Wilbur, how's it going? Ruben, how you doing? What do I think about abortion? I do believe that life starts at conception, but I am not one to tell anybody, another person, what to do with their body or their choices. I believe that that's up for a woman to decide. you know I'm not in favor of it, but it's not any of my business what someone else does. Thank you, Brent, for the leafy hopper. What do I do when I'm anxious? Do what I'm doing now. Be outside in nature, talk to God. I pray. Smokey, how's it going? How are you? Welcome in. Mm. These children, these soldiers. Do I know follow will? I am unfamiliar with that, Lucas. What is that? I do live in the woods in a tiny house. What if someone wants to fight me? They can catch these hands then. They can catch these tiny hands. If they want to fight me, no, in all seriousness, why? You know, walk away. You don't need to be fighting anybody. I don't need to be fighting anybody. But if you come at me, they gonna catch these rock'em sock'ems. They gonna be coming every which way. Call them on yourself, West Cruz. I think it's very funny. People come on here and think I'm not legally supposed to be in America. I was born here, mofo. Bruce, how's it going? Let's see. Ricardo, how you doing? Thank you for the follow. Come to Atlanta. I've been to Atlanta. It's okay there. I never had kids and was told I'm too old to have kids now. What do you want, JKC? Christian, welcome in. Casey's hands. Mr. Billers, thank you for the rose. I'm gonna start messing with people. You come at me, I'm gonna start being a little tough with you. What accent is that? I don't know, Chris. I'm from Texas. I don't know. I speak Spanish, so maybe that's it. I speak Tabby. I'm from Texas, Sparkle Light. Am I going back soon? I don't know. Maybe this summer. I have my closest friend lives there. Hamilton, how's it going? Welcome back in. Tic Tac Kufo. Tic Tac Kufo. Thank you for the follow. All right, Mr. Friend. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. How you doing, Hamilton? Never heard anything that sounds like that, really? Thank you, Christian. I still want kids, but it's hard to find someone to give me a child of my own. There's women out there. Women having kids, you know, there's women out there want to have kids. And there are women that are having kids later on in life, in 40s. I watched a video yesterday of a woman, she was 51. Yes, I am, Sparkle Light. She was pregnant, and I was like, whoa. You know, it's women having kids later on in life. Am I in love now? In love with life. You can get a donor. Well, someone on YouTube say you can get a donor. But maybe he don't want to do it that way, you know? There are women that want to have children. There are women that want to have children. Pray about it. I don't know your faith, but pray if that's your desire. Ask God to, you know, bring somebody in your life who you can, that wants the same things. And in the meantime, while you're by yourself, just continue to work on yourself so that when that person comes along, you will be ready and you know how to treat them. And Lonnie, welcome in. Going through a divorce right now, in all honesty, don't rush. When you stop looking for the one, you will find better. Be happy. Better to be happy than have a painful heart. Oh, I'm so sorry, Chris. That is very hard. And Jeremy, I hope that you can find comfort and peace in this new chapter in your life. My day is going good, James. Good morning, Jeremy. HFT. How are you? From Scotland. How you doing? Is it Paul? What part of Scotland you from? Coffee is so good. Jen. University, how's it going? I am doing very good. Where are you tuning in from? I do see snakes here, copperheads. Give me the main reason you want to be on the stream. Be honest. What do you mean, Michael? Rocco, welcome in. Lonnie, how's it going? How you come in like that and just demand? Am I from Nevada? No. I've never been. How you come in and just be demanding like that? Give me the main reason you want to be on the stream. Now, be honest. We don't do that here. No demanding. No rattlesnakes, no king cobras. I'm happy about that. I am so happy about that. The copperheads are venomous. I deal with them. They mind their business. I mind mine. There have been a couple times I've had to get rid of some, but Twin, how's it going? Teddy, good morning to you. How you feeling today? I don't want to deal with no rattlesnakes. Longest snake I ever saw? Okay, so some years ago, I was walking back to my house. So where I am right now is kind of like the driveway to get to my house. And I saw this flower. And if you've been hanging out with me for a good amount of time, you know I love flowers. So I ran into the grass to go look at it, and I stumbled upon this huge snake. I don't know how long it was, but it was huge and it was like thick. And it was black. And it's not anything I've ever seen before. And I was like, I looked at it, I saw that it was a snake, and I turned around and went the opposite way. But I don't know. I've never seen a snake like that, so I don't know what kind of snake it was. But I've seen a copperhead that was like maybe 3.5, 4 feet long. I see you, Sebi. Carlos, good morning to you. The way you said copperhead, Screams Texas, copperhead. But I don't know what kind of. I'd only seen it that one time, and I hadn't seen it since, and that was some years ago. But I do see copperheads pretty regularly. I haven't seen any this season, this year, I don't think, which I'm happy about. But I come across them, as the summer comes, they come out at dusk and dawn. But I just, go my way. Dita, ¿cómo estás? Porkins, welcome in. Thank you, Trini. I appreciate you. If you was to see me in person, you probably would turn your nose up at me and wouldn't even talk to me. I talk to everybody, JKC. If you're nice, you want to get my attention, just be a nice, humble person. A nice, humble person. I have a tendency to pay attention to people that other people tend to overlook. Porkenzo6, thank you for the follow. Trini, how's it going? Bien, me ando bien, Dita. Me siento bien. Bien contenta. I'm in Texas, Trini. Okay, let me check back here. They're doing very good, Teddy. They're doing good. Both of my girls are good. I once saw a snake. It was insanely long. It kept going, going. Dang, more than 12 feet? Wow. What color was it? Ooh. Black mamas. I don't think I have. Do I wear a hat? Sometimes I do. You on stream, but many people do it. But many people have their own reasons. I'm just here to share love and light. That's it. Make some friends. Brighten somebody's day. English and Spanish. I speak a little bit of Nepalese because my daughter is Nepali, and I had to learn it. Because for whatever reason she didn't pick up English that much when she was little. When she was learning how to speak, I understand a little bit of Hindi, but it's mainly English and Spanish. Mike, thank you for the heart meet. Charles, how's it going? Welcome in. Thank you, twin. I'm in North Texas, Cervic. Yes, you can, Trini. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Esas canas van quedando muy buenitas. Gracias, Tita. Gracias por decirme eso. Me siento bien. Me hace sentir bien. Thank you, Dark. Michael, let's see. Passing through. Thank you, Teddy. I appreciate you stopping by, checking on me. I hope you have a good day. White, unless you see it, nobody believe it. It was. Oh, wow. Mellow vibe going on. I should do radio? Really? I am from the U.S., Michael. Man, that is kind of scary, Superman language. I'd be afraid. See a snake that big? Mm-mm. I'm okay with the snakes. We got scorpions out here, bunch of scorpions. But that's the only, I've seen the little garden snakes, the little green looking snakes. I don't know what kind they are. They're harmless. I pick them up and play with those. James, how's it going? Twin, thank you for liking the live. I don't know. I am in the woods, so you can't really take the nature out of nature. I just deal with it. I am in Texas, Michael. Thank you for the follow. I'm doing good, Martin. I'm doing very good. I appreciate you asking. All right, Michael. You have a wonderful day. Twin, thank you for liking the live, guys. I am dual streaming. I'm on YouTube and TikTok. Don't forget to like the live when you come in. Okay, 13. Marnie, come here. She trying to tiptoe off. You got stuck with the million cactus needles? Oh, that's not fun. Yeah, you gotta be. I'm surrounded. There's a bunch of cactus out here. The wild little critters here, man. I can only imagine, Michael. Yeah, it's a bunch of cactus out here. You gotta wear. I wear boots. I wear rain boots all the time. That are my cowboy boots. You gotta wear boots. Protect you from snakes. Also protect you from cactus, whatever creepy color things. I am in Texas. How's my off-grid service? My off-grid experience? It's been good. I've been out here in July. It'll be 11 years. In July, it'll be 11 years I've been out here. I like it. It's the life for me. I plan on living this way for the rest of my life. Actually, I plan on. It's been fun, you know. It has its difficult days, just like, you know, if you live in the city, you're going to have difficult days. But I enjoy it. It's peaceful. I do believe it's a slower way of living. Have a homestead one day, build villages. That's awesome. That is cool. I like that. Marnie, no, come back here. Bring your little self back here right now. Come here. She takes her time. Anybody want a little dog? All right, Paul, I'll see you. From Cali. How you doing, G? What part of Cali you from? What part of Cali? And Max, how's it going? I had something caught in my hair and I'm trying to get it out. How you doing, Physics Bro? Good afternoon to you. How's it going? How is it going? Do I need company? I appreciate that. Raphael, I'll have company out here. IDK anymore 6. Thank you for the follow from the Bay Area. Cool. How's the weather up there? Roger, how's it going? Arthur, welcome in. NFU Black, how's it going? Thank you for the follow. Joyful, welcome in. It's cloudy. Good morning, NFU. I'm doing good, G. I'm doing good. At least 95%. That is awesome. That is good. That is very good. Thank you guys for liking the live. For Evergreen Alpaca, how are you? Good morning to you. It is. It's nice out. It was a little bit chilly, but it's warming up. It looked like it was gonna rain. I'm in Texas, but the clouds have shifted and the sun is out. So it's nice. It's nice. I am in Texas. I'm in North Texas, North Central Texas. I would say this is North Central Texas. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate you. Thank you, Tyrone, for lighting up my gift gallery with the roses. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Putting tips in the tabby jar. Thank you guys for liking it live, Roger. Thank you. Got the memo. Good morning to you. Thank you, G. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Marnie is trying to inch her little self away. I see her. Anybody want a little dog? Glade water? I don't know where that's located, Tyrone. Where is that located? Where is it close to? How old am I? I'm 41 years old. I am 41. Broadnex, thank you for the heart me. Blessings to you, Broadnex. I appreciate that. I am dual streaming today, guys. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube. Northwest? I'm not familiar. What is it? What big city is it close to? I wonder if the chat over here is messing up. No? Let's see if I can look it up. How's the connection over here, guys? Is it okay? It's close to Dallas? Really? I don't know where that is. Eugene, how are you? Let's see, I'll look it up. I've never heard of that area. Old Gustavo, how's it going? Let's see. Oh, that's the north. That's East Texas. East. It's northeast Tyrone. I see it. It's close to Longview. It's between Longview. It's right before Longview. I've been through there. I've I'm a good ways from that. I was a couple out, like I don't know, maybe 3 hours outside of Dallas. Yeah, I'm far from there. All right, Paul. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you, Donovan. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm more west. Okay, y'all. Thank you, Leon, for such a lovely compliment. You love hearing the birds? They are nice. They are very nice. Okay, guys, let's look up what's going on. This one is from The Guardian. Let's read some articles. This one is from The Guardian. It says, How to Train Your Brain to See Possibility Instead of Doom. Our minds evolved to minimize unpredictability, but if we learn to live with doubt, a world of opportunities opens up. This one was released yesterday. It can feel as though the world is tilting toward chaos, political shocks, economic instability, technological upheaval, and a constant stream of bad news. Faced with so much uncertainty, many of us default to a sense of impending doom. But is that reaction hardwired, or can we train ourselves to keep a more open mind? Jamie, welcome in. My ethnicity, I'm mixed, John. My parents are both from the U.S., but they're different races. David, welcome in. A useful starting point is humility. Every generation, it seems, believes it inhabits uniquely turbulent times. As literary epics down the ages testify, uncertainty has always been part of a human condition, and none of us can really know what tomorrow holds. Redbeards, how's it going? Sherman, thank you for that follow. Thank you, Brent. Yet recognizing this does not make it easy to bear. In fact, our brains are exquisitely sensitive to uncertainty. From a neuroscientific perspective, unpredictability is costly. The brain is an energy hungry organ that relies on following patterns and habits in order to conserve effort. When faced with ambiguity, it must work harder, analyzing, predicting, recalibrating. This extra effort is not just tiring, it can feel actively unpleasant. Lucine, how are you? Nick, how's it going? Welcome in. Thank you, Mike. Uh, Research suggests uncertainty can become distressing, can be more distressing than negative certainty. Wow. Uncertainty can be more distressing than negative certainty. In one study, people were calmer when they knew they would receive an electric shock than when there was only a 50% chance of one. The ambiguity, not the pain, proved harder to tolerate. Similarity, long term evidence, no, Marnie, suggests that the threat of losing a job can be more harmful to health than unemployment itself. Wow. Hola, ¿cómo estás? I see you, Nick. I see you. Thank you, Adam. Black guy, welcome in. Threat is worse than certainty. Bien, todo bien conmigo. Me ando bien, me siento bien. This tells us something important. The brain is wired not just to avoid harm, but to avoid not knowing. From an evolutionary standpoint, that makes sense. Our ancestors survived by making rapid judgments with limited information. If a rustle in the bushes might be a predator, it was always safer to assume the worst. This negativity bias keeps us alive, but in modern life, it can lead to us to overestimate threat and underestimate opportunity. There's only one thing to focus on when you know what's happening. In a rapidly changing world, the ability to tolerate uncertainty may be one of our most important cognitive skills. The result is a cognitive trap. Faced with uncertainty, we tend to narrow our thinking, rush to conclusions, and cling to simple explanations. In extreme cases, this can manifest as anxiety, rigid beliefs, or even susceptibility to conspiracy theories, frameworks that impose order on a confusing world. Vivo en Texas. But there is another way. The poet John Keats described negative capability, the ability to remain in uncertainties, mysteries, doubts without any irritable reaching after fact and reasoning. Modern neuroscience increasingly supports this strategy. The capacity to tolerate ambiguity, to sit with not knowing, appears central to flexible, creative, and resilient thinking. At the level of perception, this flexibility is already at work. Our brains do not passively receive reality, they construct it. We are bombarded with vast amounts of sensory data, yet consciously process only a tiny fraction. The rest is filled in through best guesses shaped by past experience. So our brain take the path of the least resistance. I'm doing good, Andre. Welcome in, Mr. Jackson. How you doing? Arthur, welcome in. You may have come across the You may have come across an ambiguous drawing that can be seen as either a duck or a rabbit. When you look at it, your brain will settle on one interpretation to resolve the uncertainty. But with practice, you can learn to switch between the two perspectives. This ability to hold multiple interpretations in mind is closely linked to creativity and problem solving. In other words, perception itself is trainable. Estás como um, en un bosque. How you doing, Andre? Ali, thank you for the heart rate. Oh, excuse me, perdón. Un bosque como. O sea, hay mucho, oh, sí, hay muchos árboles. Hay diferente. I don't know why I disconnected. Thank you, Ali. I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful day. No, no estoy casada. No estoy casada. Okay, let's keep on with the article. Let's see. Where did I leave off at? Okay. So how might we shift from a mindset of doom to something more open? The first step is curiosity. When we're suddenly unsure about what might happen next, our instinct might be to withdraw or rush to judgment. A more adaptive response is to ask, what do I not yet know? High performing teams in fields such as Formula One racing operate this way. As the Formula One executive Mark Gallagher puts it, we go into a race knowing there are some things we can control, but far more that we cannot. And we have to adapt to those things as and when they happen. Thriving in uncertainty, in other words, is less about prediction than about adaptability. Wow. In everyday life, this means seeking out different perspectives and resisting the pull of easy answers. It also means being selective about information in an area of misinformation. The brain urges to resolve questions as soon as possible can lead us toward flawed conclusions unless we actively engage our critical thinking. Thank you, Mike, for the leafy hopper. Está bien, chulos, está bien. No mal. Es bien, no mal. While perception is trainable, that's important. You can decide, yeah, you can decide. Lance, how's it going? That's the parallels I was drawing with. How you doing, girls? Grab me. How have you been? Porque lo que... Ah, me, porque me siento bien viviendo sola con mis hijas. Me siento bien. Puedo dedicar mi tiempo a ellas. You doing good? I tried to message you back, girls grab me, but it wouldn't let me. Sí, puede ser mi amigo. I see you, then. Emotional regulation is equally important. Uncertainty triggers stress responses that impair judgment and narrow attention. Techniques such as controlled breathing, mindfulness, and physical exercise can help stabilize these responses. Importantly, this is not about blind optimism. Our brains are prone to both negativity bias and optimism bias. The tendency to be sensitive to threat while also overestimating positive outcomes for ourselves. Navigating uncertainty well means balancing these tendencies, avoiding catastrophizing at one end and wishful thinking at the other. Me puedes mandar mensajes aquí en TikTok. ¿Dónde está Tarzan? Pues no hay Tarzan aquí, Wilfredo. None of this makes uncertainty. Let's see. Okay, social context plays a role as well. Emotions are contagious both in person, wow, and online. There you go. Emotions are contagious both in person and online. Spending time with people who are open minded and reflective can shape how we respond to uncertainty, just as environments dominated by fear can amplify it. None of this makes uncertainty easy. It remains uncomfortable, sometimes deeply so, nor should we suppress negative emotions such as fear or anger. They carry useful information. The challenge is to respond to them intelligently, using them as signals rather than allowing them to dictate our behavior. I think a lot of people need to hear that. Okay, los chulos. Ultimately, the question is not whether we can eliminate uncertainty, but how we relate to it. We can treat it as a threat, clinging to false certainties and narrowing our perspective, or we can treat it as an inevitable and potentially generative feature of life. I like that. One that invites exploration, learning, and change. The difference lies not in what life throws at us, but in the habits of mind we cultivate. In a rapidly changing world, the ability to tolerate uncertainty may be one of our most important cognitive skills. It protects against both paralysis and delusion, avoids knee jerk reactions, and underpins sound decision making. Perhaps more importantly of all, it opens the door to possibility. That was really, really good. Reread that and look into the camera. The father, how's it going? Gracias, los chulos. Chocolate chip, welcome in. Yeah, some people really need to hear that. Emotions are contagious, both in person and online. Spending time with people who are open minded and reflective can shape how we respond to uncertainty. And just as environments dominated by fear can amplify it. That was pretty good. I really like that article. The difference lies not in what life throws at us, but in the habits of mind we cultivate. The ability to tolerate uncertainty may be one of our most important cognitive skills. I like that. That's why misery loves company. Yeah, you're right, Broadway. Emotions are contagious. ¿A qué? Mis niños, mis hijas. Emotions are contagious. People though, like if something is different or if it's something out of the norm, something that they don't understand, something they feel uncertain about, they have a tendency to want to reject it instead of trying to Saitamos saludos like understand it or give it a chance. I really like that article. It's not about blind optimism. Thank you, Victor. Save me from what? Welcome to your comment section. I am from Texas. Gracias, Saitama. Takashi, welcome in. I am from Texas. That was a very nice article. Let's see if I can find something else. Se llama Mud Water. Thank you, Chocolate Chip. How have you been? Thank you, Chocolate Chip. I appreciate you. Se llama Mud Water. Tiene té, chai, chai té. Y otras cosas. Let's see. What part of Texas? North Texas. Thank you, Chocolate Chip. No, no soy dominicana. No soy dominicana. Mi mamá, bueno, pues mis padres, mi mamá y mi papá son de Estados Unidos. Mi mamá es negra y mi papá es Escocia. Su familia es de Escocia. Escocia. ¿Escocia? Scotland, Escocia, ¿no? How you doing, Jasmine? Welcome in. Es Escocia, ¿no? Scotland. Bueno, pues vivo en Texas. Son muchos mexicanos aquí. Cuando yo era niña, bueno, pues muchos de mis amigos y también mi novio en escuela, high school, él era de México. Spencer, both Scotia. Is Scotland in Spanish. Escocia. Spencer, how are you? Yo aprendí cuando yo era como 8 o 9 años, pero nadie más en mi familia. Bueno, pues mis niños entiende. Mi niña mayor, ella habla poquito. I can skip my Duolingo lesson today. Cuando yo era niña y ves que mi mamá es negra y mi papá es diferente cultura, es, de su familia están de Escocia. Ah, Niños en la escuela ellos no me aceptaron porque yo era diferente y me preguntaron por qué tu mamá se ve así y tu papá se ve así. Y bueno, pues la gente que me aceptaron eran los mexicanos. Thank you, Rajman. I hope you have a wonderful day. Blessings to you. He was asking me, bueno, está bien, está bien. Lion King, welcome in. Peace and joy. How's it going? Welcome in. How you doing? Peace and joy. Los niños no saben mejor y no entienden. Mexicans make everything better. Pero los mexicanos me aceptaron. y me hablan, me, they just accepted me. How you doing? Peace and joy. Sorry, guys. There's your Duolingo lesson for the day. Donnie, thank you for the follow. Martin, how's it going? Thank you, Donnie, for the roses. Thank you guys for liking the live. Okay, one more article for the day. Okay, let's see if I can find something else good. That one was from the Guardian. Let's see if I can find something else good. How you doing? Peace and joy. Reminds me I need to practice speaking Spanish. I understand it, but I'm not comfortable. The more you practice, the better you'll get. So he was asking about what my background is, like where my parents are from, and then I told him, and he said, "Well, how do you know how to speak Spanish?" I was telling him I learned when I was I use very word, when I was little, and so when I was young, kids, they would see my mom come to school, they would see my dad come to school, and they're like, "Why, you know, why? What are you? If your mom is this, your dad is this, what are you?" And a lot of kids kind of like didn't accept me. They're kids, they don't understand. So the kids that didn't really care were usually the Mexican kids. And I am in Texas, and so that's just, I mean, I had friends from other like groups too, but other races, but those were the ones that kind of just like were drawn to me and that just accepted me. So I learned, I want to say, when I was 8 or 9 years old. But my grandfather, so my mom's dad, he spoke Spanish and he would talk to me a lot in Spanish. So I got practice. I took it in school for some years. I didn't really learn how to, it didn't do so much, but I learned how to spell and I learned proper grammar and stuff. But the more you use it, high school I worked in like the place where I worked, I was in an area where I spoke Spanish probably 98% of the time. Yeah, there is. Especially when the further you go into Mexico, Isaac. I'll be your friend. Jamie, how's it going? I am doing well. I am doing well, Jamie. How you doing? How you feeling? I am doing very, very good. Thank you guys for liking the live. I was trying to learn Japanese, but man, it's hard. That is so hard. I need somebody to help me. Yeah, there is from Houston. Welcome in. Then there, there. Sorry, y'all. People assumed I was a growing up, even though I'm black. I spoke Spanish with them. I'm from class, middle school, high school. South Carolina, yeah. But it won't take you that long if you start back speaking it and using it, Veronica. It'll come back to your remembrance. From baseball, basketball, soccer, there was slavery over there, only here and overseas. Condon, how's it going? When my reception messes up on the live, it kind of resets my time. I don't know if it's keeping my whole time or what. I want to learn another language, but I don't know. I thought about going back to Japanese, but it's just so hard. I need somebody. I'd have to have somebody. It's cool if you got somebody to practice with. The first black baseball player was scouted from Mexico. Really? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Really? Gary Davis, welcome in. How's it going? How you doing? How you feeling? David Cohen, welcome in. David Cohen, how's it going? Angelo, welcome in. How you feeling? Mike, we gotta figure out what we're watching tonight for movie night. It's movie night on my TikTok. We gotta figure out what we're gonna watch. NPC Omar, welcome in. You're doing amazing. That's awesome. Excuse me. Excuse me. The allergies. Anybody else struggling with your allergies? They hadn't been that bad for me. I don't know. Last couple of days I've been kind of sneezing. Yeah, tonight is movie night on TikTok. So we gotta find something to watch. We done with the little Outlast series, so we gotta find something else to watch. Thank you, Gary Davis. I appreciate you. Thank you. We gotta find something else to watch. Last night we on the live we were talking about movies. Most of those movies people were suggesting I had never watched. TK, welcome in. How's it going? Hendrick, welcome in. How are you? Mike, do you have to work tonight? Hello and bye. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Where are you tuning in from? Where are you tuning in from, darling? Same old same. How's Charlie doing? How you doing, TK? Oh man, I'm sorry guys, my chat was frozen. Sorry y'all, I wasn't ignoring. Let me scroll back down. On your tabby view, and it's okay. Oh, it's okay, Jamie. That's all right. I appreciate you coming in. Start speaking it every day. You said, oh, that's good, Veronica. Thank you, 13. You've had enough of this life. What's wrong with the burning meal? Let's talk about it. Is it long? Not super. No, it goes down a little bit. It's not super long. You don't quit the internet. I can understand that the burning meal. How far am I from monetization? I'm a little bit ways. I am at 900 and something watch hours. I think 930. I don't even play chess, but I know a queen when I see one. I like that, Matthew. I like that. She had a rough night. Oh, she cursed me out a minute ago, but she'll get over it. What happened? Thank you, TK. I appreciate you. Remy, how's it going? Yeah, I started out with I had like 70 something watch hours, before I started going live. I'm about to be at 1,000. A couple more days, I'm thinking 1,000. Where am I streaming from? From Texas. So I just gotta do that a couple more times. Yeah, unplugging can be good. I want to unplug. Russell said we could be married by May 5th. Just a heads up. Okay, thank you for reminding me, Russell. I appreciate that. Taking a break from the phone. Sometimes I think about that. What if I just take a week, like don't go live? Mohammed, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'm working hard towards monetization on here. I'm working hard so I can become a YouTube partner. See, the irony of it is the first time I was a partner, I wasn't even trying for it, and I didn't even request. YouTube sent me a request, and I didn't even really care about it. Now I care about it, and I gotta work hard for it. I'm doing good, Mohammed. Thank you for asking. YouTube partner. I'm just trying to get paid, King David. Getting paid for my time. From Slovenia, welcome in. YouTube, you know how much TikTok takes? More than that. The dude, welcome in. Tube got bigger and started feeling itself. I don't know. I don't know. I am just so I was working towards become part of the creator rewards on TikTok. I don't see that happening anytime soon. They needed creators, yeah. What do I do after the live stream? Garden. Kamal, how are you? Garden, do stuff around the house, cut grass, weed eat, chop wood. Yeah, I'm trying, Jamie. Every day I come on live twice a day, most days on YouTube, but I come on live twice a day. I'm just trying. When I get monetized, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I'm gonna take a bit of a break. I want a break. I went into streaming full force. I think the first couple days I went on live just once a day, but I did like an hour or so more. I mean, I went into it very strongly, and I've been going strong for it. On Friday, I think it'll be 400 days. Yeah, I'm ready for a break. I need a vacation or something. I want to wake up and just do whatever. You have a little black spider? Did you give it a name? No, you would know if it was a black widow. It'd have that red dot on it. Yeah, you need a break. I worked too hard. I'm putting in the work. I'm trying. South of Austria, but north of Croatia. How is it there? What's your name so I can greet you properly? I've been working for it. Come on the cruise? I want to go on the cruise. It used to be mostly about, I don't think it's about consistency anymore because as consistent as I am, I'm not being rewarded for my consistency. Adamo, thank you for the follow. So I don't know. But, sometimes I kind of wonder, I ask God, is this what you want me to do? And he keeps giving me the okay, the yeah. So I just keep going. I keep going. What are you chewing on, little girl? To watch you all the time, Denise. I see you, Russell. It's God's will. Every day I ask, God, is this what you want me to do? Not every day, but I do talk to God about it. You know, keep doing it till He says that's enough. TikTok doesn't even hide it. They have commercial here promoting. Yeah, if you pay, but the only thing about it is that if you pay for them to promote, then if you're trying to become part of the Creator Rewards program, those views and that engagement doesn't count as real views and engagement. You can pay to promote and you will, they will push it out more, but it doesn't, if you're trying to become, part of the Creator Rewards, they don't count those views toward it. So I don't know. they tried to address that in the ad, but I didn't pay attention. Something alright, but it's not TikTok. I see you, Russell. Yeah, keep TikTok and YouTube keep me busy. I have so on TikTok I have about 14,000 followers. I think altogether from social media I have about 20,000 followers. TikTok I have 14. Instagram, no, YouTube I have like 5,000 and something. Instagram I have like 1,000. Thought about doing long form videos. I was trying to, I recorded some content, Jamie, on my camera, but when I tried to upload it to YouTube, it uploaded as different videos for whatever reason. I gotta get on my laptop and edit, fix it. That's my goal, Jamie, is that I don't want to be going live forever. I need a break. I can't. This is very, it takes up my schedule. So that's what I plan to do. Like once I become monetized on YouTube, I'm still gonna come on live, but it'll give me like a little bit more flexibility where if I don't want to come on one day or if I'm busy, I don't have to, and I can just make my long form videos and post those. They tell you with that button that they manipulate views, yeah, actively. Yeah, they do. I watched a video of someone, he was a big creator. He was talking to someone from TikTok and they basically told him that they press something or whatever. They that's what they do. If they want to push out your stuff, they will. If they don't, they won't. No, I'm not. Ask your girls to help you figure out what went wrong. I will. Yeah, I don't want to be going live. I don't want to be going live forever. I need to. I enjoy hanging out with you guys, but not twice a day. Maybe just in the so, probably after Friday, for TikTok, I'm just gonna be going live in the evening. I won't be on TikTok during the day, but I'll be on YouTube. I'm thinking, but it won't just be me sitting and talking to you guys. I'll be up moving around, probably chopping wood and just doing stuff around, you know, around my house. What happened, Mike? But I don't know. What happened, Mike? She said, y'all cool? No, no. I just, it is very different from what I'm used to. I'm used to my days being very just kind of like quiet and not on the schedule. Still, there's nothing else. So there's nothing else. I appreciate you, Russell. How you doing, TJ? Welcome in. I do want to make, that is my goal. I do want to make long form videos so you guys can see more of my life. Actually see what's going on and me just not telling you guys. Y'all can watch my videos, see what I do. I mean, I could do that now, but I won't be, you know. I come on live because I enjoy it, and also I make a little bit of coins, not a whole lot, but that is very cool, my holy kings. And you've been hanging out with me. It's been 50 something days on YouTube. How you doing, TJ? Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate you. I don't know. It's been a very strange journey for me. I never thought I would be live streaming, and I never thought that I would, be live streaming every single day. That wasn't my plan. Why do you keep doing it if there's no money? I do have a job. I do have a job, road man. I do. I'm a groundskeeper. I do have a job, but on my TikTok, I can receive gifts. I just can't receive gifts on YouTube. But I come on here so that more people can see me and follow me. I can, I have a really good community on TikTok, and I'm hoping to create that same, community over here, and then eventually I will get monetized over here, and I will make money from it. And you guys can send me gifts. I mean, right now, like every now and then, somebody will send me a little something on Cash App, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for that. It helps. How old am I? I'm 41, I think. Are we gonna speak on Freaky Friday? Oh my gosh. Everybody, there was a lot of people, a lot of my regulars that were in the live karaoke last karaoke night would have been messaging me about Friday. I'm sorry, guys. I am so sorry. I was tired. They I didn't have DT was in here, and DT ended up blocking the two people that were here, but I was trying so hard. Nobody was letting me talk that night. The people that were up on the panel were not letting me talk. And usually I have Brent here. Brent would be like, hey, it's time to wrap it up. I had DT Sue. She was in the comments. DT was in the comments. He told him, he was like, and y'all start wrapping them up. I'm going to start blocking. It's okay. It's okay, 13. It's not your fault. I think we got attached to you. Now we're not going to see you. So, no, no, no. I'm still going to be here, my holy king. I'm happy you come on live and keep me company for a chat. No, I'm still gonna be here. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm not going anywhere. So on my TikTok I may slow down a bit. So instead of going live twice a day over there, I'll probably on once a day, just in the evenings. But over here you guys will probably be seeing me a lot more. No, it was definitely no. My mods work very, very hard. Soundwave, how you doing? Welcome in and good afternoon to you. My mods work very hard, and I am so grateful. I am so grateful to have my moderators, you know, Brent and Mike. They make coming on live so much more enjoyable and a lot easier. I could not do this as much as I do if I didn't have them. Brent had been up for days. He was tired. I was a bit worried. Everybody was thinking he drank something. I'm like, no, he is sleepy. He tired. Red Beards, how's it going? To Dow, welcome in. But they just, I was trying to talk, and they just weren't listening to me. They were just talking. I think TJ, you left before it got really bad. And PBs are the mods. Yeah, I couldn't do this without them. So right now, Jamie, you see how they're on YouTube moderating? They're also on TikTok moderating too. I have 3 hammocks. Well, 2 now. One of them messed up. I don't know if I can fix it. I'm gonna try to fix it. He wasn't himself, right? No, he was tired. So TJ, he had come from Atlanta. His mom he helped his mom with her pottery studio. He the electric work, everything. And he had been up all night the night before, working on stuff and trying to fix it for her. He woke up early Friday. He caught a flight, didn't get no sleep. He had been up for a long time. So he was tired. Everybody was like, somebody said, I want what Brent has. Like, no, I told him, I was like, he is tired. He hasn't got any sleep. He's sleep, sleep deprived. We never see. Sometimes I go live over there, but lately, since I've been dual streaming, I come over this way because I get better reception over here. But sometimes I'm in the hammock on the live. Yeah, he was. I felt really bad. When a person is sleep deprived, it kind of looks like they're under the influence. It's the same, like, you know, the slurred speech and just kind of out of it. about that EMS. Yeah, I felt so bad for him. I was worried. I was very, very worried. So when he left and he come back, he didn't come. So Brent was there for a good amount of time, but then he left and he didn't come back. I didn't even, I knew, I was hoping that he was asleep. Mike said during COVID we were basically all drunk. Yeah, it's so tiring. We need sleep. I think people, for sometimes some people forget how much sleep is important to our health. You need good rest. You need to get ample amount of rest. Brent already runs on about 3.5, 4 hours of sleep. You know. How you doing, Batman? Welcome in. Tiredness is equivalent to being drunk. Yes, it is, my holy king. Insomnia is the worst, but East Coast back to here plus working definitely taxing. Yeah, I was worried for Brent. I worry about Mike because Mike works long hours. His schedule is unpredictable, and then he still comes on here. I worry about you guys. TJ's schedule changed, and I know he was tired. I worry about you guys. It's important to get good rest. Have I ever been to Nashville? Yes, I have many times. I like Nashville. I usually every year, Batman, I take a trip to East Tennessee and I drive through there. No sleep, you feel like a zombie. Yeah, sleep is so important. The stream isn't so bad. I'm a mod for a young guy who raps words that people say in the chat. It's non-stop trolls. Oh wow. My mods catch a lot of stuff. I don't see a lot of stuff because they catch it before I see it. That's the only thing that bothered me. Some people enjoy their karaoke time. Yeah. Well, I'll pass that online. Hookie from work today. Oh, you'll be back in Abilene. James, thank you for the follow. How are you? Yeah, it was. I had been on since 8:30, and then, you know, they just. I was trying to tell him wrap it up, and that last guy he wanted to do another song, and someone else kept talking. Excuse me. I'm doing good, James. I'm doing very good. Thank you, my holy kings. Marnie, stop it. Yeah, there's a bunch of trolls. There's a bunch of trolls on YouTube. TikTok is not so bad. For a while, I mean, there have been a couple times where it was pretty bad on TikTok, but YouTube is worse. He lives in Canada? I'm glad, 13. I'm glad. So, okay, let me get you guys' opinion. Thank you, Gary Davis. Say like if I come on live, right? And I'm going to just chop wood or cut wood. Should I have it to where I have my comments on or I turn my comments off? Because if I set it to where kids can see the live, it'll shut the comment section off. Or should I just have it on and every now and then look at the comments? And then also too, if I have my comment section off, then my mods won't have to be on here because they won't have to, people can watch, they can say whatever they want to say, but they can't type it in the chat. Marnie, stop it. Stop. No comments. If you've been over there, would be crazy. Okay. Chopping wood, mods needed. Yeah, well, what I can do is I can shut off the comments. 99% of people want to interact. I don't know. I have to see. So you say I should have it on mic? Like, I'll just put my phone up somewhere and then I'll be moving around. I mean, I guess they can say what they want to say. I won't be looking at my phone. I think I'm trying to hold in a sneeze, my holy kings. When you're sitting here in the chair. Keep the comments on. Yeah. I just won't look at them. I don't know. I kind of want to do that because that'll help get my watch hours up. If I just put my phone up, connect my battery, and just film me chopping wood or just certain stuff, and still be watching. I don't know. Yeah, it's getting to me, man. It is getting to me, definitely. It is getting to me. So guys, I told Yaya, I said, so what song are you gonna be singing for next karaoke? She was like, what? I said, yeah. You say you gonna come back to next karaoke? She was like, I didn't say that. I so enjoyed Yaya being with us on karaoke night. She did such a good job. She said, Mama, I was so nervous. I was so proud of my little lady. I was so proud of her. Man, that chick, she is just my cup of tea. Yaya is my cup of tea, man. I am her biggest. I think I'm her biggest fan. I really do. I just think Yaya is the beast. Yaya and Yo-Yo both, man, in different ways. I just think she is just the bee's knees. I was so surprised. I was like, "You gonna do karaoke?" She said, "Oh yeah." She is just, man. I'm so proud of her. She is so shy. I can get her to sing in front of anyone. She'll sing in front of me, but I can't get her to sing in front of anyone. But she had been coming. I don't know if you guys realize, but on the night live, she has been coming in and hanging out with us. She sang, so it was Michael Jackson theme. She sang "You Are Not Alone" and "Love Never Felt So Good." How you doing, Wayne? Her and Yo-Yo are super supportive to me. They are so supportive. I told Yo-Yo that the other day. I was like, thank you for being so supportive to Mama. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, you always, she's always encouraging. She's always encouraging, and as soon like when I get off the live and I go in the house, she'll say, Mama, how did your live go? You know, how were the people? Sometimes she'll be like, did you make any money? I'm like, oh, I made a few dollars. She'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, or that's okay. Man, so how's it going? Hope she had a Uno night. Yeah, from now she may have Yaya's World. I tried to talk to her about live streaming. She's like, Mama, I can't do what you do. She's like, I can't handle them people like that. I don't have the patience. She tells me, she's like, I don't think you realize how much patience you have. Did he really, my holy kings? Thank you, Wayne. I am doing very good. I appreciate you asking. How are you doing? Did R. Kelly really write You Are Not Alone? I told her, I said, yeah, you want to do live streams? She said, no, Mama, I can't do what you do. All them people, she's like, I can't. I told her to he did. I'm not surprised. He is very talented. I'm from Texas. How you doing, Nike? Is it Nike or Nike? I told Yaya because she likes her green tea. I said, why don't you do content like tea content? Because she's trying. She buys different green teas, matcha tea. I said, why don't you film it and post it online? He also did his version of it. I gotta look that up. You live in Florida? What part of Florida? Jamie said I had to Google check that. He did? Oh my gosh, that's funny. It's so funny, Jimmy. He said I had to Google check that one. You live in Jacksonville? I used to live in Jacksonville way when I was very young. And Babyface wrote like everything from the 90s. That's so funny, Jimmy. He said I had to Google check that. R. Kelly got some good songs though. Like I Believe I Can Fly was good. What's another song? He got some songs that are good. One time I was listening to a song, Yo walked past my phone. She said, "You listen to R. Kelly?" I was like, "I like this song." She gave me that look. I said, "I like some of his music. I'm not saying I like him as a person, but she gave me that look. You listen to R. Kelly?" Yeah, she gave me that look. Listening to R. Kelly. It made me feel all guilty. I said, "Hey, yo, I'm just listening to the song, okay?" Well, thank you for the heartbeat. Jonah, welcome in. How's it going? Well, thank you for that follow. He sang it to him over the phone in Mike's voice. Mm. That man had people singing, I Believe I Can Fly in church, like it had anything to do with the Lord. Yeah. Aura. Singing Aura. Alright, Aura. It's so funny. Brent, thank you for like a live Aura. It's funny. People think that stars and singers and actors and stuff, that just because they have talent, that they're good people or they're supposed to be good people. And it's like, no, they're people just like anybody else. They just had this talent. Sitting there like, okay, I'm waiting on the praise and worship part, but like he's talking about the can fly. Yeah. How you doing, Blake? Welcome in. How's it going? How you doing? How you feeling? And just because you're famous, that don't mean that you're a good person. Kid Galaxy, welcome in. Artists that can sing, but I just don't like their songs. I can understand that, my whole king. You can, acknowledge somebody got a nice voice, but that don't necessarily mean you like their style. Power, you are right, Mike. Power and money corrupt some people. Like Tank, you don't like his songs? I like some of his songs, not so much. Jamie said, I like that song. Man, Mike, I like how you worded that. That little crack in the spirit can turn into a canyon. Man, I like how you worded that. That little crack in the spirit can turn into a canyon. Wow. Great talent doesn't equal a great person. Man, Mike, I really like how you worded that. That little crack in the spirit can turn into a canyon. Wow. Power and money just make you more of what you already are. You guys are dropping some gems. Mike first said that little crack in the spirit can turn into a canyon. Brent said that's exactly right. Great talent doesn't equal a great person. Veronica said power and money just makes you more of what you already are. Let me before I see merch popping up. Mike dropping gems sometimes. Yeah, he do. All three of you guys. Mike, Brent, and Veronica. Yeah, you can. Oh, there. Here comes Jamie. You can eat a meal at a restaurant and enjoy. It doesn't mean you have to like the chef. Dang, you guys are just dropping gems today. I need somebody, Brent. I need you to write that down. That little crack in the spirit can turn into a canyon. And great talent doesn't equal a great person. We hit a mind full of gems. Yes, we did. Veronica said power of money just make you more of what you already are. And Jamie said you can eat a meal at a restaurant and enjoy it. Doesn't mean you have to like the chef. You guys, man. Hello, how you doing? Good morning, good afternoon to you. Reginald, how's it going? How are you? Welcome in. Let them cook. Authentic gems. You guys are right. It's like, okay, they say Barry Bonds was not a nice person. They say Michael Jordan was not a nice person. That doesn't mean it's nothing against their talent. Very talented. But they said they were not nice people. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Is this gym time? I guess it is. I guess you got one for us, Blake. You got one for us. Famous and evil. If you look behind you, I'm picking up the gems that have been dropped. Jordan was not a cool dude off the court. Yeah, I heard many people, and I've seen interviews or just videos of him, like dealing with fans. He just wasn't nice at all. Excuse me, guys. Are not really good people. So have you heard that about Jennifer Lopez, that she's not a very nice person? Smitty, welcome in. Excuse me, guys. Physics, you ain't slick. Better not steal. Thank you, my holy kings. Thank you. And say you're pretty nice. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Thank you, physics bro. I'm doing good. You said hi. Ugh. Live Food Sports, how you doing? Happy Monday, O'Neil. How you feeling today? V Forge, how are you? How do I greet you? What is your name? Sia Bung? Sia Bunga? Thank you, Jamie. It's my allergies. It is ego, but mixed with people's BS. What you deal with here, then exit by a million. Yeah, people get tired. Tasha, welcome in. People do get tired. When you have to deal with people constantly coming at you, your business being out there, people, and just think, especially if you're very famous, you have money, you don't know, if somebody is nice to you a certain way, you have to kind of question their motives. Like, are they being nice to me or getting close to me because they really value me as a person, or is it what I can do for them? Shane, how's it going? Like Eminem talk about people wanting autographs while he lets his daughter, while he's with his daughter in the bathroom. Yeah, that's weird. That is very weird. Back in the day, yeah. You gotta realize that, they are people, they have bad days. Sometimes people, maybe they're not feeling good, or they're having a rough day, or, you know, they have to be able to have their own privacy. They should be able to go out and spend time with their children or their families or whatever. She's right here, Halo. How you doing, Al? how are you feeling? Comes to mind when I think of Michael Jordan. Rumor has it that LL Cool J is an incredible human being on the order of Dolly Parton. I heard too that Adam Sandler is a very good, nice guy. Keanu Reeves, we better. I got one. Love is limited by even the heart ages over time. Love is limited by even the heart ages over time. Quando, how's it going, Winston? Denzel, yeah. My hand, that was my right hand. Adam Sandler and Jim Carrey. Thank you. Thank you, Leah Oversteegen. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. Where are you tuning in from? Thank you, Blake. This is my right hand. That's a crow. That's a crow. Married years, no drama or tabloids. Denzel LeBron. I don't get how if you're very famous and let's say you married and you do something you're not supposed to do, how you figure out that you're not gonna get caught? Or maybe you just to the point where you don't care. If you're married and you're very famous and you step out on your significant other, your spouse, how you figure you ain't gonna get caught? Like, who are we talking about? What's the name? Paula Patton and Robin Thicke? That dude. What was he thinking? If I was rich, I wouldn't tell nobody. That's smart. Kobe, he signed so many bullets, but came back. He dodged so many bullets. Yeah. Yeah, Snoop been married to his high school sweetheart. Never had a scandal either. If you know you got somebody that's been rocking with you from day one when you didn't have anything, and you know that they love you. They love you. Not your fame, not your money, but they love you. You gotta you gotta take care of that person. You gotta stick with them. You gotta listen to them. If you've been with somebody and you know that they love you. They're with you for you. Had an easygoing spouse? You have to be. That has I can't imagine that being hard for her. Donnie, thank you for the follow. Groupies, they be lined up. What's wrong, mama? You wanna come? Some people just got that attitude in them. They cheated. They were poor fame. Yeah, you're right. Jamie said it. Some people just got that attitude in them. They cheated. They were poor. Fame doesn't buy character. Man, Jamie, another one. Dropped another one. Donnie, thank you for that follow. She let you produce content. She rock with you. There's a price that comes with fame. Man, that was another one. Jamie said some people just got that attitude in them. They cheated. They were poor. Fame doesn't buy character. Yeah, you're right about that. I remember I used to I used to model just a little bit for a cosmetic company, and I did a lot of print work in a skincare magazine called Dermascope, but I also did live shows. So they would use me as a live model. So I would be on stage and they would just put the makeup on me, and I would just be sitting still. And I would have to mingle a little bit, go to dinners and stuff like that, go to events. And I remember there was this one guy. He was very attractive and interested in me, and all the other models liked him, and I did not like him. He was so full of himself, and he would just try his best to try to get close to me, and I just wasn't having it. And it got to the point where it just irritated him because he was so full of himself, and his attitude was like, why don't you, cause one day he came up to me and he was like, what is your deal? Like, all these all the other girls are interested in me. Why aren't you interested in me? I can't remember what I was at the time, but I was busy doing something. I was like, why would I be interested in you? And he just gave me this look like, what? And he's like, excuse me? And I'm like, why would I be interested in you? And he's like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, you're not a nice person. You're rude to the people that we work with. You're rude to the people that we work for. Why would I be interested in you? And I know it caught him off guard, and I'm like, I don't care anything about the way you look on the outside. I'm like, you are not a nice person. And I just I walked away, and he just kind of stood there. It's my allergies, Dunny. It is my allergies. Let me scroll back up. My wife of 36 years says that I am an emotional cheater. She claims I get too emotionally attached to women. Of course, I disagree. What is considered emotional cheating? Nobody knows those people. We live in an illusion. If you pick fame over God, what do you think is going to happen? I've seen people discuss emotional cheating on here before. I don't know. Emotional cheating includes a postal delivery woman. Really? The mail lady? Always choose God, famous or not. Like, you supposed to like him? Yeah. As long as you don't deliver her your package. But usually the case when you ignore someone that's full of themselves, they live off. Yeah. Gave him a reality check. I don't like that. Don't come at me like that. I don't care what you look like. I don't care if you look good. Lots of people. There are tons of beautiful men and women in this world. I don't care about the way you look. I care about you as a person. Are you a kind person? How do you talk to people? Like, so I did develop a little bit of following, because I would be in the show, and I would have some people that would come up and say, oh, I remember you from the last show, and can I take a picture of you or whatever? And you be nice to those people. He was always so rude. And it's like, dude, you the people that recognize you and that are fans of you, and you want to be rude to them. No, 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 no. Yeah, pretty on the inside is important. Mike said, as long as you ain't delivering her your package. Okay, I'll ask this: when you are in a relationship, if you're in a marriage, do you think that you're is it okay to have friends? Thank you, Malik. I appreciate you. Do you think you're allowed to have friends? And if so, to what extent? Can you talk to those friends every day? Can you hang out with those friends? Can you go out to eat with those friends? Can you text those friends? The one thing I noticed work for the richest people in the world, the ones working their way up are conceited, and the ones that get to the top have time for you. I think friends are important too. You said this is a setup? Malik, thank you for the follow. It's not a setup. I'm sincerely asking. Of course, if your spouse doesn't trust you to have friends, why'd y'all get married? I think that it's important to have friends, that you should be able to have friends. I think that your spouse cannot be, okay, this is my belief. Okay, this is Tabby's belief. I think that you, even if you're married, you're still an individual, you're still a person. You can't lose your individuality. And one person can't be everything for you, because that's a lot of weight. I've been in relationships where I was that person's everything, and that is such a heavy weight to carry. He said, now you're not having sleepovers with your three guy friends, but that's extreme. Paul, thank you for the follow. You'd be surprised what people try to pass as okay. Like, what's the big deal? Why are you being insecure? It's okay to have friends. If it's a male friend, I'm not messaging unless my husband is in the chat. I cannot be my wife's end all and be all. I agree with that. I can't be somebody's end all be all. You gotta have friends. They may play cousins, yeah, okay. My husband used to be my only friend until I learned better. I went out with my best friend and his wife 2 days in a row. They're my friends since I was 13. Aw. I desire for her to have male friends who make her laugh and have fun. People are made to connect to other people. It's not healthy to try and imprison and cut them off. Yeah, be a friend. Honestly, you guys only want to be a friend with a woman for one reason. I don't think that is every man's. Now, that may be a good amount of men's reason, but I don't think every man looks at women like that. I have friends that have been there for me for over 30 years. Those relationships, yeah, are important. There are some women out there that don't want their boyfriends, their fiancés, husbands to have any girlfriends. And do you see how I took myself out of the equation? There are some men that don't want their wives, girlfriends to have any male friends. Why do you need to have friends? You have me. Afraid of infidelity, that's why you don't have opposite sex friends. Tell it what it is to each other. Okay, so, alright. If you had been, okay, if your partner had been in a relationship with someone before and the relationship didn't work out, and after the relationship ended, they remain friends, and now you guys are together, are you okay with them still being in contact with them? Even if there's nothing there, but because let's say they've had a physical relationship with this person, are you okay with that, or is that a no no? Can't make decisions out of fear. A friend is just that. They would want your relationship to work and wouldn't be an issue. Room service, how's it going? That's how you meet people, friends first. There, done, move on. I laugh at people like that. I'm friends with my husband's ex-girlfriend, really? I can't handle the burden of being my wife's only male friend. The weight is too great. I'm still friends with all my exes except one. A friend is just that. You do anything else on the side? What do you mean, Hamilton? If you can't let your significant other have opposite sex friends at all, to me that shows you think of opposite sex just as a means of pleasure. I'm a groundskeeper for the property that I'm on, Hamilton. Carla, welcome in. They can't fathom opposite sex friendships without wanting, yeah, boundaries are in principle important. physical work. It is. Excuse me. But I like it though. Marcel, how's it going? Most of my female friends and I are casual conversations, especially if they're married or. Mm. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dab Dad. I appreciate you. Blessings to you. Thank you for this, bro. Man, my allergies. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How big? So it's 240 acres, but I don't take care of all of that. Just a small portion. It's mainly there's an old house on the property. That's mainly what I have to take care of, keep an eye on, make sure things are up and running and okay over there. I do other stuff too, but it's mainly like when we have storms or stuff like that. I gotta make sure because this land is heavily treed. I have to make sure that none of the trees fall on the electrical lines. I'm not connected to anything, but there's a few people on the property and they are connected to electricity and stuff because there are a couple of times, quite a few times, it happens a lot where the trees will fall onto the electrical line. Is it haunted? No, but it's kind of, it's a little, I don't like to hang out in there. You took Claritin today? How do you know your friend is not thinking of you late at night? Well, you don't really know that. People I met at the gym, couples, beautiful women, handsome guy, they go across the gym and you wouldn't know they were married. That's good. I mean, that shows that they're confident in their relationship. What does a natural home remedy person do to overcome allergies? Honey and pollen. Talk it up, with people. Guy hits on the woman a lot, a casual flirt, but it is what it is. Oh, you spoke with him about it. The air cleaner. I run one all the time off grid. I do have a inside my tiny house. I had, well, Yaya has it now. Air purifier that I have inside the house, but I gave it to Yaya. I don't know. I think that friends are extremely important. Burdock root for allergies. I got some of that. I got some burdock root. Thank you, morning, for the heart meat. I got some burdock root. I was in a relationship and the person didn't want me to have any friends. They tried to get me to change my phone number. They tried to alienate me from my family, and I was like, that's not gonna happen. And looking back, they just wanted me all to themselves. Morning, dude. Thank you for the hi, friend, and the love you so much. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Thank you for putting tips in the tabby jar. Kaiser permanent. I don't know, Roman. Spider Woman tells you they have feelings for you after you get married. What are you gonna do? If they tell me they have feelings for me after I get married, I can't do nothing. Deontay, how are you? He's like, I know she's fine, so men are gonna talk to her, but I also know her character. That's why I married her, just not her looks. They both make fitting. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Are you still gonna talk to them? I don't know. Probably not, If they have, I imagine that the relationship, because they have feelings. If I tell them, hey, I can't do nothing, I'm married now, and I would say, why are you telling me this now? Because then now it's awkward. Have you ever gotten into a relationship and the one was boring? No, not really. You just don't, I've never, thank you, Yaki, jump into a relationship. You get to know the person, what they like. How you doing? Azerbaijan, welcome in. If I would ask, I have that has happened to me before. So I told you guys I had a high school sweetheart when I got out of high school. We didn't get married right away, but I did get married not too long after high school. And I had a friend that I had previously worked with. We were friends and stuff. I told him that I had got married, and he decided to tell me how he felt about me, and I'm like, it's too late. What do you want me to do? And he got upset, and I'm like, you have feelings for me, and now you telling me about it after I'm married. What would you expect me to do? I stopped talking to him. But from the 90s, she had a friend, and when I broke up with her, he was there to make. Oh, you heading out, morning dew? It's too late, baby. Now it's too late. His move. They got married and have been for 20 years. Her and I are still friends. Thank you, Party Marty. If you are loyal to your husband, I don't know. That person that I'm speaking of is still has been a problem for me for a very long time. That's what you say, yeah. I was like, why are you telling me now? I can't do. What can I do about it? I need to quit thinking what other people think of it. We can't please everybody. I've had that a lot. I've had that a lot. You know. Um. So with my high school sweetheart, I had a lot of people that were I thought my friends like, why are you with him? You know, why are you with him? You should be with me. And I'm like, not that I owe you an explanation, but I'm like, he treats me very well. And if you think that the way I am with him, I'm going to be like that with you, it's not going to happen. Love is a losing game. I am a certain way. It takes a lot for me. I am a certain way. And it takes a lot for me to open up. It takes a lot for me to get close to a person, right? And I think people have often like from the outside thinking, because I've had people around and people that I thought were my friends, try to say, well, if you were with me, and it's like, I'm with this person for a reason, and if you think that you're gonna get the same type of treatment, it's not gonna happen. Joshua, welcome in. Yes, yes, I am my holy kings. Already, it takes a lot for me to be in a relationship. I just don't jump in relationships like that. So if I choose to be with you, it's because I want to be with you, and I'm giving it my all. I like my peace and quiet. I'm not a type of person that. There are some people they want to be in a relationship. They feel like they have to be in a relationship. That's not the type of person that I am. So if I want to be with you, it's because I want to be with you. And one, how's it going? Nasal spray. I got some nasal spray. Russell said, "Newsflash, they were both wrong. You were supposed to be with me." Russell said, I wouldn't want my significant other to be friends with another guy, nothing to do with insecurity. Juan said, I can be your man, Ruby. Every one of my exes, even lovers young, wanted me back. I think when you break up, you gotta make sure that you're ready so that you won't turn back. You don't go back. That back and forth stuff gets old. If you decide to leave, if you think about leaving, make sure you're ready. If you ain't ready, then stick around. And then when you finally ready, then leave. Thank you, Morning Dew, for watching my live for 100 minutes. My Holy King said I wouldn't want my future wife to have male friends. I mean, I could kind of see that because I guess men know how other men are, right? But what do you do if your wife, your fiance has been friends with somebody her entire life since they were kids? You gonna tell her she can't be friends with this person no more? Has Rosso said I know we can't be married? By May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Watch too many episodes of Cheaters. You love hard because you're genuine. He said it for Cinco de Mayo, yeah. Cinco de Mayo. That's the new one. Cinco de Mayo. What does that look a married woman with a bunch of guy friends? My heart ain't nothing to play with. Well, not a bunch of guy friends, but what if she been with some, has a friend for a very long time? Stan, thank you for the follow. Stan, I thought you were following me already. No friend zone for my woman. You're the only man. Friends come and go, doesn't matter how long. Well, see, I disagree. Friends, yeah, well, you need friends in this life. You can't get through life without friends. Relationships do come and I feel like relationships come and go. But if you've had a friend that you've had in your life for a very long time, I don't think you should just push them aside just because you're the person that you. Now, you got to have these talks before you get married. Have female friends? I'm surprised at the guy's remarks about disallowing wives to. That's a very common thing. That's what I've experienced. That's a very common thing. I don't think any of my relationships the men wanted me to have male friends. It was all a no no. I wasn't allowed to have friends. I was not allowed to have friends with appropriate boundaries. Like I'm not texting male friends and calling them, answering them alone. Russell does the old Terry. They have fear in their hearts. It would be sketchy of a girl that didn't have friends. It says a lot. You can't see who they are through their friends. Male friend to many women relationships. It's about respecting boundaries. Yeah. I think what Brent said, as long as you're respectful, what are you guys talking about? Like are they supportive of your relationship or thank you, Thelonious. I see you, Stem. I hope you have a good day. Blessings to you in life and forming relationship dealing with a female friend. They trying to move in? That's funny. I'm surprised again. This 36-year married man says that it's not sustainable and it is unhealthy. You better be one hell of an intimate and supportive husband. Projection. If someone's always suspicious, maybe they are a suspect. Jermaine, how's it going? Thank you, Stem, for the compliment. I don't know. My deal is, why have somebody on a tight leash? You know, why marry somebody if you're gonna put them in a cage? Um, if I have to monitor you, first of all, I'm not going through no phone. I'm not going through phones. I'm not going through your stuff. If I need to know something, if I feel like something, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pray about it, and I'm gonna ask God. I said, God, if there's something that I need to know, reveal it to me. And I have done that in the past. And guess what? God revealed it to me. And when He revealed it to me, I did something about about it. You know. I don't think you need to be snooping. I don't think you need to be suspicious. If they're doing something they don't have no business, it will be revealed to you. See, that's one of the perks about having God in your life. If something is going on, you can take it to God. God, if there's something that I need to know, reveal it to me. And if there's something going on, that God feels like you need to know, He will reveal it to you. And if I need to put you on a tight leash, why do I need to be with you? If I have to monitor you, what you do in your conversations, maybe you are doing something you're not supposed to. Well, guess what? It's going to be revealed. God will let you know. I don't need to be, what are you talking about, or why you had, no, that's too much. I don't got time to be monitoring babysitting some other adult. If you want to have friends, go have friends. And if you're doing something you're not supposed to, well, it's going to come out. If I need to know about it, it's going to come out. I'm not trying to babysit nobody. I'm not trying to keep nobody on a leash. I'm not trying to keep no. If you want to have friends, you are entitled to have friends. Just because we're married, that doesn't mean you belong to me. We are partners in this life, but that doesn't mean I own you, right? I'm too busy being me, living my life, and doing focusing on me and stuff like that for me to be babysitting you all day. You gotta let people do what they want to do. If they want to do something wrong, it's gonna come out, and you deal with it accordingly. How you doing, Nasir? Not he got it. Let's see. Let me scroll back up. You want to be friends with the pastors? Pastors cheat. Yeah, they do cheat. Some of them do cheat. My woman can't have male friends. Sounds like if I have female friends, I won't. Yeah. Now Terry dropping Jim. Nah, he got to answer to God for that. I don't think God takes too kindly of you cheating on your spouse. I don't think God does not like that. And if I think that's one of the worst things is for you to hurt one of God's children and they cry out to God about it. God has a way of handling people a lot better than we do. And that's how I handle it. If there is a problem, I take it to God. Let Him deal with it. With me and my wife and feed my friends. Thank you, Physics Bro. You should go through someone's phone and they get hectic. I'm not gonna ask you to go through your phone. I don't want to see what you got on your phone. And then sometimes stuff can be taken out of context. I have no desire, and I've never done that. I'm not going through your phone. Pick it up. Danish, how's it going? You shouldn't make a vow and not keep it. Better to have not made a vow at all. My friend's wife is the one who always pops in here telling me I can take care of the kids. How you doing? Let's see. I need is my woman and my kids. Gems being dropped. All you need is God and me. Going through a phone with intent for no reason is so trifling. I don't like that. I don't I don't know how people can hurt others. I don't That is not something. Now I come from a family where the women believe in checking your phone. They believe in going through your pockets and doing stuff like that. And I have said that is not, they have asked me my opinion about stuff, and I'm like, I don't got time for that. Why would I want to do that? And they have like, oh, you just too. Like, no, I don't want to go through your phone. I wouldn't want you going through my stuff. Not that I have anything to hide, but why would you want to do that? Like I said, stuff can be taken out of context. Like, if If my person would be like, let me go through your phone, I would be like, okay, you can go through it. You can go through it to try to find whatever it is that you think you're going to find. And then afterwards, when you don't find anything, we're going to have a serious conversation. Men have that right to look. If men have the right to look, then women should have the right to look too. Prez, how's it going? Thank you for the heart me and see all these pictures. You're going to think I'm a stalker. Russell. I see you, Stan. Thank you. Zephyrus, how are you? Daniel, welcome in. How's it going? We were just talking about various things, Richardo. What are their relationships like? The hide on your phone, there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, you can look at my phone, but afterwards we're gonna have a conversation about why. I'm going person's phone just to go through it as well. Now, if you suspect something, then talk about it. Yeah. So if I have female friends that work in a brothel that I knew all my life, I should remain friends with them. Now, I'm not saying. I don't know. That I think people need to have conversations before they get married. As long as you aren't a patron, you're good. Yeah. It's too much. Like, don't come to my job looking for me if I don't answer. Oh yeah, that's I don't do that either. How's it going, Sumitra? Jess, how's it going? I don't care about no phone. Just ask. So I think I've shared this before. I was in a relationship, and at this time I was traveling back and forth to California, going back and forth, right? And I was here, but not all the time. But I was in a relationship, right? Me and this person, right? Um, they asked to use my phone because they busted their phone. They dropped it and the screen shattered. So they said they wanted to check their Facebook. Well, I let them use my phone. They went and they used my phone. After that, I was like, oh, you could just leave my phone over there. They took a nap. I went to use my phone and I opened up my phone. And when I opened up, they had their Facebook open with the message open of them talking to this other person. And I was like, okay. I woke them up and I said, what is this? And they immediately grabbed my phone and started trying to sign out of it. They changed the password and everything. But guess what? Tabby got big brain. And yeah, I'm like, you can change your password all you want to. I'm gonna find out what I need to know. I'm gonna find out what I need to know. And I did. And I was like, you're an idiot. You at least have enough sense to sign out of it. At least have enough sense to sign out of it. I would have never, I was too busy working, going back and forth. I would have never gone through his Facebook. I would have never done it. And this dude was lying. And I was like, all I could do was just laugh. I was like, you need help. At least if you're going to do something like that, do better. Roz, how you doing? Can't delete fast enough. It's okay because you know what? He changed his password. I got the password and I went back in. He was acting crazy, posted stuff on Facebook. I just, went back in, got what I needed. And when his parents came to me asking what was on, I sent them a little snippet and I went about my business. Let's see. Let me scroll back up. But something is too much. I don't. Let's see. Kings, we not controlling, but we pay the bills. When women get married, aren't they supposed to obey the husbands? Um, To my understanding, that's not how it's supposed to work. It's a partnership. It's nobody's controlling anybody. You submit to each other. I don't think it's just why submit to the husband. The Bible says in Scripture, you submit to each other. It's cheating book. Mike said can't delete fast enough. Active betrayal is designed to mislead your partner. Some hate their partner would probably put the betrayal in your face. Big brain Tabby. How are you dumb enough to leave that open? Yeah. You might find out things you need to know, Tabby. The Bible says you submit to each other. You submit to each other. You both submit to each other. Why would a woman want to get married if she's gonna be treated like that? Tell me that. Why would a woman want to get married? Thank you, Roz, for the sheep leaf. Oh, count sheep. He had gotten comfortable and lax. Perhaps so. Perhaps he did. How you doing, Yuba? Thank you, Yuba, for the follow. How do you feel out here? The weather is nice. Big King, how's it going? Does the Bible say partnership or obedience? I think women were treated like second class in majority of history. Yes, they were. They were traded as property in back in the biblical times. What show for movie night? I don't know. We haven't chosen it. My Holy Kings, I don't have my Bible here with me right now, but if I come back on later on or tomorrow, I will give you the scripture that I'm referring to, where it says that you submit to each other. I will give you the scripture. It's something, because I had to deal with a lot of comments on TikTok about this matter. It's something that I have prayed about. It's something that I've researched. It's something that I have like really tried to understand. All right, y'all. Let's see. I gotta end for now because my phone gonna die. But I'll be back on tonight. TikTok. I don't know. I'll make a post and we can vote on what movies to watch. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Make sure you like the live before you leave. We haven't. I'll make a post and you guys, we can vote on what we're gonna watch. But my phone gonna die. But for YouTube, I can't. I forgot it's in the house. For YouTube, I can I can't do movie night on here, so I'll be back on a little bit earlier so to hang out with you guys. Alright, y'all. I'll see y'all. Hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Make sure you like the live before you leave. Thank you. You got 38 likes, 29.4K taps on TikTok. Best conversations going on. I mean, we can hang out still on my other phone on YouTube. It still has a little bit of juice, but I gotta end the TikTok live. Alright, TikTok. I'll see you guys. Let me hang up. I said hang up. Let me end. Marriage is one flesh. I got a little bit of juice on my phone. Uh-oh, somebody took back their tap. Tap it again. You took back your like. You took back your like. Give it back. We matched on Tinder. I'm not on Tinder. So if you match with somebody that looks like me on Tinder, it wasn't me. It was not me. Do I believe in arranged marriages? I do not. I do not. Not in this day and age. I don't. Not in this day and age. I don't. All right, y'all. I will see you guys later. I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. All right, y'all. Bye-bye.